self-awareness piece. You have to get a real good sense of who you are at your core, and the way that you interact with the world. And why is that so important? Well, I've been talking about emotional intelligence, being better able to sort of understand your emotions and manage them, and how that helps you interact with others. So it's really important that you're able to sort of know what's going on sort of under the surface. Knowing these emotions and these feelings and what's happening for you helps with your productivity. It improves your relationships. It can help you really almost like slow things down and be more meaningful in the moment. So how do you do that? How do you become more self-aware? Well, let's talk about 3 different ways. The first way, of course, is the one that I preach constantly: journaling. When you stop and take some time at the end of your day or middle of your day to sort of reflect and go over that situation that happened in writing, it's an incredibly powerful experience for you to look at. What did you say? What did they say? What did you feel? What did you think? What sort of triggered this thought to this behavior to this action? And when you start to pull it all apart, it's really a great way to sort of look at what's going on underneath the surface for you. The second way is to do some in the moment kind of reminders to check in. I love timers on my phone, sticky notes. It could be just sort of things that go off in your environment on a regular basis. But something that can remind you in that moment to go, okay, right now, what am I feeling? What am I thinking? What's happening for me? And it reminds you to kind of come back to this place and get a sense of what's going on under the surface again. And so identify some triggers or set up some triggers that can help you sort of get surprised, because you'll be busy doing other things and you'll forget that you have a timer set for 2:54 in the afternoon. That goes off, but allow it to sort of check in and go, what's going on for me inside? So that's another good way. The third way to become more self-aware of what's going on inside you is to practice mindfulness. That can be formal meditation where you're sitting down and focusing on breath for 5 or 10 or 15 minutes. It can be sort of more mindful activities. And this is often where I start clients at. Pay attention to your actions when you're washing your hands. Rather than being a million miles away, simply be in that moment and feeling sort of your hands under the warm water, smell the scent of the soap, feel your hands rubbing together. When you're doing dishes, when you're driving, when you're in the shower, all of those are opportunities for you to just bring yourself back more present and get a real sense of what's going on. Some people will use it as the opportunity to check in what's happening in their mind. Some people will use it as the opportunity to check in what's happening with your body. Oh, wow, my shoulders are really tense. Or, man, I've had this, knot in my stomach for a while. Or you realize that you've had that same sort of angry comment about that person running through your head for the last 3 hours. But when you're more mindful in the moment, it helps you to kind of bring yourself back, but it's training you for mindfulness in other situations. Mindfulness when you're having that conversation with somebody who's making you upset, that kind of stuff. So those are the 3 things I want you to practice. Journal more, set some triggers that help you in the moment to become more aware of what's going on inside your mind and your body, and practice some form of mindfulness, whether that's formal meditation or just sort of being more mindful in the moment. Those 3 things are going to help you get clearer on what's going on for you under the surface, and that is going to help you in your relationships and in the work you're trying to do in the back of the scenes, all that productivity kind of stuff, and staying focused. So practice those 3 things, and in the comments below, let me know